You know what it is, your boy DJ Infamous. Talk to me, nah, smoke with me. I'm here for another edition of Smoke With Me podcast with my brother, my light-skinned brother. The light-skinnedest of all light-skinnedest brothers.
There you go with the light-skinnedest. The light-skinnedest, man. The Wolf of Weed Street, man. Back on the block. No re-rock, man.
We here.
We back at it. Back here.
Another episode in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? We've been shooting heavy in Vegas and LA like the past 2 months. So, you know, it's good to have another episode back in the A, you know what I'm saying, where we started this thing.
Exactly, man. You know, it feels good to be back here shooting episodes because it's like, you know, I feel like Atlanta is like, you know, one of the centers of the culture, man.
Most definitely.
Know? And this is a cannabis podcast, but, you know, it's also a cannabis and culture podcast.
Yeah.
So, you know.
We're going to expose you to cannabis, of course, and we're going to expose you to some culture. You know, so some people be in the comments be like, yo, sometimes your guests are not all cannabis. Like, hey, we're not going to have everybody that's just in cannabis. But that's why we have culture, because we're always going to have somebody else in culture.
And we are the culture.
Yeah, and I ain't going to front. Today's guest, I've been waiting for just to have this, just have a conversation. You know why?
Speak on it.
I've been following him for a minute.
Let me see that fire player.
I met him before somewhere. I can't pinpoint it before this, but
David Shan's studio.
Okay, there we go. Shout out to David Shands, my brother.
Shout out Social Proof, man.
Yeah, shout out to Social Proof, my brother.
Shout out everything he's doing, man. Inspiration.
I've been knowing David since he was rapping. A lot of people don't know that. He used to be a rapper.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
crazy.
He had bars too. Yeah, David. He had
was
bars.
you in the rap group with him?
Nah, I was the DJ.
Oh, you was a DJ?
Yeah, and he made my clothes. Every big college party I did, he would custom make like some. That's a whole nother story.
He liked the exclusive game in Alabama?
He was back then. He was rapping and selling clothes and working at TGI Fridays.
TGI.
Yeah, man, shout out to Dave. We're going to get to him. But nah, the special guest we got today, I'm just going to say this. I want this camera right here to just zoom in on me just so I can say this. Genius. Damn. When I tell you genius, like, there's a lot of content out there. Let me take it back. I'll say during pandemic, you know, everybody in the house, everybody trying to figure it out, everybody trying to figure out what they gonna do. Those who are on social media heavy trying to figure out, okay, I need to do something. And everybody's had a lot of shows. You know, it's been a lot of shows that has came out and these come and gone. That
celebrities.
In these last 2.5, 3 years. But this one show, when I first started watching it, the approach, mannerisms, information, like just everything, genius.
Definitely kept it real player.
Listen, no. I'm talking about
definitely
keeping
kept it real player.
I'm talking about, listen, you know how it's that one person that's gonna say what everybody's thinking? Like everybody ain't gonna say it, but he's gonna say it, or he's gonna ask it. Like that's what I love about this individual in his content, because he's asking the right questions. He's talking about the right subjects, and he's putting on the right people that cater to the subject. Genius. And on some player shit, I'm about to keep it a buck. Yo, the whole thing with the chicks is pure genius. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Nah, I ain't fanning out, G. I'm just saying, like on some real shit. Nah, it's genius.
We give niggas their flowers on the show.
I'm gonna tell you why.
We give them their flowers.
We give people flowers, but I'm gonna tell you why.
We from the Bay. One of my favorite movies. Congratulate, man.
One of my favorite.
We congratulate.
Listen, one of my favorite movies coming up, and I used to live by this movie till you know, of course I got married, but I used to live by this movie, was How to Be a Player, and everything in it. I swear to God, when I was in high school and I seen this, I said, "What?"
That Bill Bellamy, huh?
Next thing you know, everything he was doing in the movie, I damn near tried to do it, and continued on in college, and continued on after college, and then, you know, met my wife, and totally different story. But so when I'm listening to the content, the subject matter, the conversations, the debates, all I can say is genius, and it makes me put you in the How to Be a Player mode, even though I know that may not be the intention. But it's just genius, man. We got Finesse in the building, baby.
We got Finesse.
Was good.
Finesse is on
and I know that was long-winded, bro. But you know,
yeah, I mean, give me a chance to say shit.
When I'm rocking with something, no, because you real talk. Some shows be corny, man. Sometimes certain stuff be just Like, come on, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna front. But I ain't gonna front. I love your shit, dog.
I appreciate that shit.
Like, your shit is dope because just being in the industry, in this music, being in Atlanta, being a popular DJ, you know, I've either can relate or have somewhere in the past experienced some of those. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, like, from when you're talking from a man's perspective about certain shit, it's like, damn, you like, damn, bro, you know, so you give insight on it. And I just wanted to give you that because you got one of my favorite shows. So yes, that was long winded, but hey, over here we give props. I don't give a fuck. We give props over here.
We give our flowers, man. But let's start from the beginning, bro. Like, where you from? Like, you know, let the listeners know and all our followers know, like, where you from and, you know, like, where you grew up at.
Well, first, let me say I appreciate that long intro, man. That was like the best.
Long ass intro.
The best introduction I ever had in my life. Much appreciated, man. Really coming from you, man, because I grew up on your shit too, bro. Like, you a legend in my eyes.
I appreciate it, man.
Shit. Like,
claps.
yeah, for sure.
He said he grew up on you, old nigga.
Yeah. Hey, man, I'm seasoned, my nigga. Seasoned, okay?
Yeah, like,
Salt and pepper.
you know what I'm saying? We used to ride them motherfucking
Mixtapes.
Crown Vics.
Oh, yeah.
The Crown Vics and Boss Chevy suit your shit.
Dog, I appreciate that, G. Real talk.
Yeah, man, I go by Finesse, host of the Rich and Unemployed podcast. So I'm originally from New Jersey. I was born in Jersey, but I moved to Atlanta when I was about 8 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And I grew up on the south side, Clayton County, Riverdale Road, Old Nat. They're my stomping grounds.
Mm-hmm.
Went to Riverdale High School.
Riverdale. Shout out to Riverdale.
Yeah.
Dope.
And me.
So what coming up, what are you inspired to do? What are you trying to do for a living? What do you like what because I want to get to what you do now, but what do you what are you doing?
One question we ask everybody on the show is like, what was your first hustle, bro? Like, you know, we got a lot of hustlers, we got a lot of, you know what I mean, like, you know, we have anybody on the show, political activists, you know, politicians, growers, anybody, and you know, I'm always interested to say, like, what was your first hustle, man? What gave you that little bug? What got you going?
I'm gonna say my first real hustle was hitting licks, man. I was breaking the houses, man, like 13, man. 12, 13.
Hitting licks.
And that's really because I ain't had shit.
Right.
I was wondering where my flat screen went.
Yeah. I was hitting licks. I mean, I was a different type of criminal, I would say, because I was doing like some sneaky shit. Like I would go over to like friends of a friend's house,
Right.
And then like if I see some nice shit in there, bro, I would like leave the window open, leave the back door open, leave some do some shit like that.
Hold on, you're at a friend's house.
Friends of a friend.
Oh, friend of a
Yeah,
friend.
I
Okay, got you.
friends. I'm a little nigga.
Okay.
But one day, my brother and his partner come over one day. I'm like, yeah, bro, we just hit like 2 houses, bro. We did this, came back with a bunch of shit. I'm like, oh shit. Usually I hit licks by myself, but that's just how I learned the game from my big homies. They hit licks like how I was doing it. But on this day, these motherfuckers, we go to hit a lick. These niggas is kicking in doors, and I was new to this. I was like, what the fuck is we doing, bro?
Right.
They're like, this is what we doing. So we go in the crib, there's nothing in that bitch. I'm talking about there's nothing. There's no jewelry, there's no TVs. Man, that shit's some bullshit. So I make a sandwich. That's all I could. That's all I could get about the crib. I make a sandwich out this bitch.
And sent you on a dummy mission to the trap house, huh?
Dummy mission to the trap
So
house.
we can hit another lick. Same situation, man. We don't get nothing. So I'm like, bro, what type of licks y'all hitting, bro? Y'all just going on a wing and a prayer. So we go back to the little house that we was kicking it at, and then next thing you know, police come hit the house where we was at, come lock us up. I'm only 12 years old, and I learned real early, like, bro, I do not want to be in jail, bro.
Right.
This is not
Claps
a place
for that.
me. You know what I mean? Like,
I feel you.
this is not a place for a nigga like me. Bro. I was meeting niggas that was 15, 16 years old, catching tens, a dime. I'm like, God damn, nigga. I can't do that, man. I was hearing stories about, you heard of Alto?
Yeah.
Y'all hearing stories about how they was doing to these young niggas. Like, they was raping niggas, man. I was like, bro, I'm not going. So
Definitely not.
I was never doing like armed robbery and no shit that was gonna give me 10 years anyway. But I learned like I need to be a smarter criminal. You know what I'm saying? I can't be doing dumb shit. But that was like my first hustle, and then like I kept getting in trouble for like the age of 13 to like 16, and then I was like, man, fuck, I gotta change, man. I just started hooping, and I just started really like diving in into like focusing on hooping and really giving that shit my all and shit. I turned into a hooper, but I still thought like a criminal.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then shit.
Did you go to school?
Yeah, I went to college, man. I tried to hoop, but I didn't really give a fuck about grades.
Right.
I was a smart nigga, but school really just didn't do it for me.
It ain't for everybody.
It definitely
I tell
wasn't
people
for me.
that it ain't for everybody.
So while I'm in college, man, I hit another dumbass lick. I had smoke. I went to Gordon College and I seen this girl's student card on the ground. I was like, shit, they just gave out refund check. We can go swipe this. So I go swipe. I go in that bitch. I'm like, hey man, you let me use this card? I give you like $100. One nigga was like, nah, I ain't gonna do it. He's a little scary gay nigga. All right, what up? Boom, I found this bitch. I gave her $100. He let me swipe the whole thing. So I go back to the crib and smoke a blunt of mid. Worst thing I could ever did.
That smoke.
Smoked the blunt of mid, bro, and really forgot I was a criminal, man. I go back to the campus with the same clothes, and the police snatched me up. I'm like, what the fuck? I thought I got away, clear. Man, got caught. I wrote a statement on myself.
Yeah.
Wrote a statement on yourself?
Wrote a statement on myself. This nigga,
wow,
he tricked me. This nigga tricked me and said, listen, bro.
You ain't gonna get no more trouble.
Yeah, I mean,
you told on yourself?
Just be honest. Get the worst behind you.
Hey, the nigga said, listen, I'm gonna help you get out of this, man. Look, just write it down, my nigga. I wrote everything down, man. And then the thing is, I thought the bitch I had gave $100, so I seen her sitting in there, so I'm like, damn, she told on me. So
right.
I gotta write a statement. I didn't know anything about this for real. Man, I wrote a statement, got locked up, man. I learned from my own, man. Never write a statement.
Never write a statement
Never
again.
write a fucking statement.
How long was you in for?
I did like a couple of days. It was some bullshit, like forgery or some shit. But and then like my next hustle after that, like I was like one of the biggest iPhone dealers. Like I was buying and selling iPhones. And it was really like selling drugs at this point. I had I bought one iPhone for my one partner for like $40, like an AT&T iPhone for cracked. Like I sold that shit on Craigslist for like $180, and I was like, what the fuck? Why would nigga pay for this?
Right.
Man, I went crazy on like marketing, bro. I was posting on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Yo, sell me your iPhone products, and that shit was just booming for like 2 years, bro. And that's how I really came up.
That's how you got in. That's how you came up on a lot of bread.
Oh no.
Oh no, that wouldn't.
They were like small time money. Like I probably make like $2,000 a day. I mean not a day, $2,000 a week. But when I really started making money, I started doing fraud. Hence the hat.
So before we get
finally rich after unstoppable determination.
Yes.
Is that available on the website?
No, not yet.
Before we get into that, man, tell everybody how you got the name Finesse.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
Scamming? No.
I came up with it in prison.
Fraud.
So.
No, I'm asking. Look, I'm just trying to put it all together.
Well, I mean, the name Finesse really came after I came up with Finesse's Only Club. Right. Because people be like, bro, that Finesse's Only nigga, but that Finesse a nigga. I was like, bro, just call me Finesse.
Right, just go with it. Right.
I really don't like being called Finesse because it's like, it's so generic.
Right.
Finesse. But I don't want nobody calling me my real ass name in public, like Jonathan Dubuton. I don't want, like, you know what I'm saying? So I just it's just an easier way for people to like just approach me.
Got you.
And
I mean, it's on brand though.
Yeah, it's on brand. You know what I mean? So I still say my full name, Jonathan Dubuton, aka Finesse. So like once I really move on to something else, like I could just drop the Finesse and just, you know what I'm saying, keep that Dubuton.
But I mean, Finesse is kind of cool. Like if I'm DJing in the club and I see you, yo, shout out to my nigga Finesse in the back.
Yeah, it sound cool.
If I say your full name, you might be like, what nigga? You know what I'm saying?
But imagine me approaching a bitch like, what's your name? Finesse, like,
right.
They ain't gonna go for that.
Right,
little boy shit.
They ain't gonna go for that.
Right. Every woman that
Finesse, you finessing this, you finessing niggas, you finessing bitches, you finessing. So
what you say, Infamous?
Nah, okay. A long time ago, a middle-aged woman told me, she was like, she asked me what my name was.
Middle-aged.
Nah, because she was like, I was like in my 20s, and she was like, what's your name? She was like, what's your name? I was like, Infamous. She was like, boy, ain't nobody calling you no Infamous. What's your real name? And I was like, Calvin. And I was like, what was wrong with Infamous? That's what people call me. She was like, I'm not calling you by your stage name. I'm calling you by your real name. And then the next woman, like these are just regular people that I just talk to. You know what I'm saying? So after a while, when so many women just say that, and then they're always older, after a while, I just
I'm gonna call you by your street name.
Yeah. Unless somebody introduces me like, yo, this is Infamous, then I'd be like, what up? But for women, I'll just say Calvin.
All right, Calvin.
Yeah. Whether they, you know what I'm saying? Just like, fuck it, call me Cal.
I would have thought you had a cooler name. Like,
nah, bro. I mean, but you know what? The cool guys got regular ass names.
They do though, yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like DJ Infamous and then Calvin. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like,
Calvin was the nigga who worked at McDonald's, right?
Yo, you know how much I heard that shit?
The burgers for you. Know what I'm
saying? I heard that forever. When that commercial drops. Every day, yo. Yo, Calvin, you got a nigga, I ain't even old enough yet. What you talking about, Calvin? You got a job.
Damn, bro.
Now, okay, so let's backtrack.
We got over 1 billion served though.
Believe that.
Trust me.
Okay, so we out of school.
Yeah.
What's the next move?
Yeah, after I leave school, man, I quit school because I was like, man, fuck this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I really didn't want to work for nobody anyway, but I'm like, I'm still trying to figure out life, bro. Like, I didn't know what to do for real. And that's when I picked up the iPhone game, and I just ran with that for a while. And then my homie, as I was the same nigga that sold me the iPhones, this nigga came to me with like a sheet of paper, bro. He was like, bro, I'm finna run this shit up. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck are you talking about?
Right.
On the sheet of paper, he got name, birthday, socials. I'm like, bro, you about to go to jail, nigga. But then he showed me this BMW he about to cop. It's a BMW goddamn 6.
Nigga had them profiles, huh?
Not 650. What a mill?
745.
745.
645.
It was a 7
M class.
It was a 745 with 22 Ashantis on it. And I'm like, bro, you ain't finna get that nigga. Shut up. He a capping ass nigga.
Right.
I'm like, all right, whatever, man. I keep on moving my life, man. I see this nigga a week later, like, he pull up to the crib, he's talking the same shit. I'm like, bro, all right. Next week I see him again, he pull up with the whip. I'm like, nigga, how the fuck you do that? He's like, nigga, I told you, nigga. I'm like, bro, man, show me how you did this shit.
And that's where it started.
That's where it started, man. So at that time, it was like tax fraud.
Right.
And he was running up crazy numbers, bro. And I ain't know nothing about this game. And
Tax was just like filing people taxes, picking up the checks and shit.
Yeah, he was doing it for like $7,000 a piece. And he had so many
I
names.
know a few niggas got rich off that shit.
And they got rich as fuck. So me, shit, this is my come up.
Right.
Bro, put me on. But so he put me on. He gave me like 5 names. I did them. And I probably made like a few thousand because all of them didn't go through. Like 1 or 2 went through. And I was like, shit, I bet this 2012. So I'm like, no, this 2011. So 2012, I'm like, oh, I'm finna run this shit the fuck up. And I come up with this whole scheme and plan how I'm about to make all this goddamn money. And it's just not working for me.
Right.
Nothing is going right. I think 2012, that's when it kind of slowed down. Everybody was on the taxway, but this year it just kind of slowed down. And I'm working still, like chill, trying to figure out like this puzzle. And
right. Life.
Yeah, like nothing is going right. But I was a photographer at the time too. So I was a photographer and I was dealing phones. So like I was still like making little moves, but it wasn't nothing like substantial for real.
Right.
And then so like at the end of 2013, I thought I had it figured out. I was about to hit a lick for like half a ticket. And everything went perfectly. And then when I finally went to go swipe for the cards, all the cards froze up and I was devastated, bro.
I can imagine, shit.
Then so like I called the company. I'm like, yo, what's up with my fucking cards? The tax office like, well, we deposited the money. You gotta call the goddamn bank.
Right.
I called the bank. The bank like, oh, we gotta verify your identity. So here I am trying to figure out how the fuck I'm gonna do that. They want my ID and the social. So I already understand Photoshop. So I'm in the crib making ID.
Making IDs, right.
I done made a whole ID. It took me like 2 weeks. I was in the crib 2 fucking weeks straight. I finally come up with the ID. I submitted. Shop. I thought it was a go.
Yeah.
And that shit still don't work.
It ain't work.
But this is how life work, right?
Right.
The same homie that put me on, he already moved to some other shit, man. He pulled up on me. He was like, man, you don't know nobody make IDs? I'm like, shit, for what? He like, man, I'm doing this food stamp shit, bro. And they need me to submit IDs, bro. I'm like, shit, I know I do IDs. I just figured this shit out. He's like, man, let's try this shit out. We tried one out. So he had me on payroll. He was paying me like $100 per ID. And he paid me up to like $3,000. He's like, bro, listen, let's just be partners, bro. Right. I'm finna run this shit up. We could just be my partner. We split everything down the middle. I was like, all right, bet. And from now on, shit, I've been up ever since.
Been popping.
I've been up ever since, man.
All right, so we making the fake IDs.
Yeah.
We getting it cracking. When does podcasting or even putting your
oh yeah, well I mean just
putting
what
your your likeliness in front of the camera, because like the shit that you telling me that you was doing in your past, it's like, you know, like kind of like behind the scene type shit.
Yeah.
So what makes you want to be like, all right, I want to get in front of this camera, I want to come with this theme, style of way of podcasting or talking to an audience on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Because the stuff that you're talking about, you know, comes from, you know, street, you know, hands-on groundwork. Now it's, let me just flip the camera on, press record, and like, how did this whole what made you even
was
want
it
to
a fumble? I mean, was
yeah,
it a
like
fumble?
What made you like, you know, I might as well try this?
Well, I mean, shit. As I was doing food stamps, I fucked around and got caught. So
that's what I'm saying.
I cashed this Fed case.
Yeah.
And everything just kind of went downhill, bro. I don't know if I should tell the story or not. Well, so what happens is I run it up with food stamps. I get 2 convenience stores, and how the process works is basically I take thousands of names,
right,
and I apply for thousands of food stamp cards. And now that I got these food stamp cards, I need to filter. I need to get the money off of them.
Right.
So I go get 2 convenience stores, and now I'm swiping through my stores. I make over like about 900,000, and basically like I was trying to like go big meech on these motherfuckers for real. That was the goal. Like I'm gonna run this shit up like 250,000 a month. So how am I gonna be able to do that? So I had to like build a team. So I'm hiring my brothers, I'm hiring my sisters, I'm hiring little niggas in the neighborhood. I'm putting everybody on in like little jobs so I can run it up even faster. So I hired these 2 little niggas, and these little niggas fuck around and run off with like 150 cars, which sparks a red flag in
most
the
definitely
system.
right.
And now in the feds on my line now, they go do their research. They start investigating the store. They start watching me, and they figure like, oh, there's nobody really coming in and out these stores. I'm making like $2,000 a day, 60,000 a month out 2 of these stores. But you ain't got number 2 customers. I ain't got you.
Right.
Listen, I got motherfucking spoiled milk in the motherfucking freezer. Like
nigga got a bodega with a loaf of bread and flies on the motherfucking shelf.
I don't give a fuck. It's just the front. So even the neighbors, they like, yo, I know how you can get foot traffic. I'm like, it's gonna pick up. Don't even trip. It's gonna pick up. But so at the time they caught me, bro, I was on the way to getting 5 more stores. I done called all the homies up like, hey, bro, open a store for me. I'm gonna pay you like $20,000 a month. All you gotta do is just run the motherfucker. So they catch me at 2 stores, but I got 5 stores on the way. So luckily for me, they caught me right then and there, right before I really took off for real.
Right.
And I ended up doing like 3 years, 9 months. That was my sentence. And so like while I'm sitting in the feds, like I'm really in that bitch plotting to really to goddamn make some more money out this shit.
Right. As soon as you get out.
Yeah, like it wasn't enough time. I'm like, shit, I already know how I got caught. I understand the Fed because I never understood the Feds. Like people talk about the federal government and
that was your first time doing time?
Yeah, first time doing real time. Like I did juvenile, I did like county time, but federal time, I understood like how they operate. You know what I mean? And how you can get caught, especially with this fraud shit. And I was like, oh shit, they'll never catch me again. Like I ain't IP addresses, you know what I'm saying, using too many addresses at the same time, like computers, cell phones. I know how to move now. So my first year, that was the whole plan. I'm about to get out and run up. I made $2 million the first time. I'm finna run up $20 million. That was the plan. And so what happens is like, it's a drug program called RDAP, and with RDAP, they let you get out of prison a year early. Mm-hmm. So it'll go down from 39 months to motherfucking 27 months, and then they give you like 6 up to 12 months in the halfway house. So that's 27. I'm about to do 19 months.
Right.
I'm about to damn near get 2 years off my sentence.
Right.
So do a couple push-ups and you back home.
Yeah, I'm on a pull-up bar doing this time. This shit was nothing, nigga. So I got 4 months to the door, nigga. I'm in the drug program. I got 4 months to the door, and then my fucking ex-girlfriend come up there. I'm telling this bitch, listen, bro, I ain't got enough time. Come visit me, man. Listen, I'm about to get the fuck on. Don't even come. Like, you gonna make it my time slow down. I ain't let my mama come see me.
Right.
And she come up there with this short-ass dress on and shit, man. I ain't seen no damn bitch in like a year and some change. Really we sitting across from each other, man. I'm getting to touching her knees and shit, nigga. I get to reaching. Now I'm elbow deep, nigga. I'm like this. Visitation, you know what I mean? Then I get back, I'm licking fingers. I'm having a ball, nigga. Mr. Dubaton, come here. I'm like, damn, what the fuck happened? Yeah. I didn't like get caught, man. It's a camera right here, bro. I said, God damn. So I go to the hole for like 30 days, and they kicked me out of the drug program. I done lost all my goddamn all the time I'm about to get off. Yeah. And now I gotta sit back and reevaluate life. Now I'm like, God damn, why God would do this to me, bro? Like, my mom's sick, she got cancer, bro. I'm really trying to get back to the streets, but I had the wrong mentality, bro. Like, I was really supposed to be in there to like rehabilitate myself.
Right.
But it wasn't enough time. Like, doing a year, it wasn't enough time. So now I got an extra year. Now I'm like, all right, what the fuck I'm finna do? So now I'm like, shit, all right, I started networking with niggas. Right. I'm talking to niggas like in the feds, bro. Like, it's so many fucking high level niggas in that bitch. Right. I'm talking about from goddamn these niggas is high level drug dealers.
People don't even know, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? High level. I met this one cracker, bro. This nigga taught me Forex, bro. I sat down with this nigga for 6 months. He taught me Forex, bro. This nigga made billions of dollars, bro.
Okay, see, I was gonna ask because I know you was in that. I was gonna ask you about that. Go ahead.
This nigga, he taught me so much with Forex. I walked the yard with a nigga that did real estate for years, taught me the real estate game. I walked the yard with another cracker that taught me just business and business credit. I was learning so much in this year, and then I was like, all right, let me start learning marketing and branding.
Right.
I started reading about marketing, started reading about branding, started like catching up on like Robert Greene, 48 Laws of Power. So I'm just building this shit up. You know what I mean? So like, all right, so I used to be behind the camera. I'm like, man, you know what? I want to be in front of this motherfucker now.
Oh no, stop. So hold on. You're doing all this while locked up.
Yeah.
You're educating yourself, and you're coming up with, yo, you know what? I'm gonna learn this information so when I get out, I can just kill it and attack it. You're using your time wisely.
Using my time wisely.
Thanks for that.
Is that when you start plotting on the podcast moves?
Yeah, so like I was like, you know what?
Speak on that, man, because I know I'm looking at you, bro, and you laid that thing out like it was strategic. It was a chess move.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Speak on that.
The first initial, it wasn't a podcast. It wasn't the idea for a podcast, but as I'm writing down shit for the brand, I wrote down podcasts. I never even really watched podcasts for real.
Right.
But I know people was talking about it, and we would be watching like little shit on TV, like the little radio station type of vibes. And
right.
Like, damn, I want to do like podcasts. All right, damn, I want the clothing line to go with that shit. Oh, I want the Instagram. This is all the little shit. I want to start like a community for niggas, where it's like Finessers Only Club. So that's where the name came from.
Right.
And really the name came from, I was watching like NBA TV and the shit said players only. I was like, shit, damn, Finessers Only. And then let me add club behind that shit. All right, Finessers Only Club. I bet. Then I'm just writing different ideas out on a notebook, and I came up with like Rich and Unemployed. I texted to my homie. I was like, "Damn, what you think?"
Yeah, I love that shit.
Fire.
That's just hard. Yeah.
I bet. Rich and Unemployed. I wrote down fraud, and I tried to come up with the acronym for it. I'm going around the yard like, "Yeah, what you think?" I wrote down like different meanings. I'm like, "What you think about this?" And they're like, "Boy, that finally rich after the unstoppable determination is the one, bro."
Right.
I bet I'm keeping that. I bet. Don't know what I'm gonna do with these sayings yet. I'm just writing them down. So when I touch down, I get a year halfway house, and as soon as I get in the halfway house, I get this fake job, and I'm outside.
Hold
now.
on, a fake job?
Yeah, I got my.
Oh, like you okay? You saying like you work there, but you don't?
Yeah. So
Gotcha.
my homegirl put me on at a studio some shit, and now I'm outside. Now I already had bread saved up. I buried some bread. I went to go retrieve that shit like the first day out. Crazy thing is, I couldn't even find that motherfucker too. Nigga, I swear to God.
Hold on, time out. Smoke break. Hold on a second. We can stop right there. Hold on. We gotta take a smoke break. Hold on.
Can we get a motherfucking moment of silence
Talk to him,
that merch
Snoop.
for
website
this
out.
small chronic break?
Listen, I need a lighter first of all. Let me get.
You niggas
Nah,
with this one
nah,
lighter,
'cause we
big ass podcast and one lighter.
Nah, cause we gonna.
I'm gonna shout to. We got a snack sponsor,
I know,
man.
right?
Shout out Who Has It for sending the snacks through, man. You
Shout
know what
out
I mean?
Who Has It. You
One of the
know,
most exclusive snack boxes. You know what I mean? Hit the website whohasit.com.
Right, when we had
One of our
Wiz
new
on,
sponsors.
When we had Wiz on, he was on this because we smoked
We
all
had no
that
snacks.
We
You
smoked
right.
all that cannabis that episode, and we ain't had no snacks. Yeah, Wiz
right.
was like, "Yo, y'all ain't got no snacks around here. What y'all doing?" Like we was it was like 2.5 hours.
Stupid high.
Yeah, stupid.
Shit, he was
high.
fucking the snacks up earlier. Shit, he was fucking them shits
Snacks
up
is
too.
mean, right?
Yeah,
Shout
for
out
sure.
Who Has It,
Yeah.
man. Whohasit.com.
And also, listen, as I'm sparking this up,
Who has it?
There you go. Look.
listen, want to shout out to our sponsor, Hardin. Listen, when you go to Las Vegas, this is what you do. You land. Don't even go to the hotel yet. You go straight to Hardin Cannabis Dispensary. They have everything that you need, the best flour, the best edibles, the best
Pre-rolls,
prices,
prices,
everything that you
staff.
need. Go to the counter, ask for the Infamous and the Wolf Pack.
Get the Wolf Pack, man.
You feel me?
My shit way better than his, man. Get my pack, man. My shit way better than his, man. I got
mine's
better
more-
flour.
Nah.
I got the best edibles.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
Nah.
I got everything you need. I got a lighter because look, you know what I
My
mean.
shit gonna last
He ain't
you
even
all
put no
weekend.
lighter in his pack. He ain't put no lighter in his pack. I got a
Oh,
lighter in my
I don't have
shit.
a lighter for the
Yeah.
pack. My bad.
Yeah.
I don't
Don't
have
try
a
to
lighter
steal
for
my
the
shit.
pack.
I put a lighter in my pack.
Okay, get both of them.
Because you be ready. Yeah,
Get both of them.
Yeah, you
Get
right.
both
Yeah,
of
you
them.
right. Get
You
both
know what I'm
of
saying? There
them.
we
You
go.
right. Get
There we
both
go.
of them.
There we go.
And we
Now,
gonna put a lighter in his pack moving forward.
we do because we have been sharing this lighter for 2 episodes. But it's all G though. Fuck it. You my guy though. You my guy.
Yeah.
Billy D. You my
Billy
guy.
D, yes sir, man.
So okay, so let's get back to the.
Told you I don't want you to smoke that good shit, man. Smoke one of them
Right.
other ones, bro.
Now we good. We
That
good.
shit too strong. That's that new thing.
But the people know
It's
this,
that
bro.
bubble gum.
Okay,
the
let me.
Zirkin.
Okay, let me chime back in before I do the Hardin thing. The disclaimer is, yes, people. You know, when I start smoking, somewhere down the line, it's gonna get a little weird, it's gonna get a little funny, I may forget shit, may not remember, whatever. But
because he think he can hang with
but
me,
you guys
man.
know this about
this
me.
Is another example of, you know what I mean, smoking with your sensei on the Smoke With Me podcast with DJ Infamous.
My nigga, why I gotta be sensei, bro? I can't be like big bro or something like that, nigga. Like damn, it's like you the king and I'm the prince or something, man. Like
I'm your weed
like,
sensei,
damn,
nigga. I'm your weed sensei.
Nah,
Come on, bro. It's all love.
Nah, that's all love. You
Not in no way like that, but you know what I mean. You know.
Nah, you dig it. It's family.
We going up. We, you know, levels.
We getting there.
Levels.
So yeah, make sure y'all go to Hardin when y'all get to Las Vegas, man. It's the #1 dispensary in Las Vegas. Ask for that Wolf pack. Ask for that Infamous pack, and your weekend is complete just like that.
Yes, sir.
You feel me? Now, Finesse.
Yeah, back to it, man. Back to it, man.
Okay,
this
bro.
Nigga, man, hold on, man. I didn't even get to, you know what I mean? Let me pop my shit for
my
you,
bad,
man.
my bad,
Pop
G.
my shit, man.
My bad, G.
You know what I mean?
Let me smoke it. My bad.
Damn, you know what I mean? You know, shit, you know, we got one of the youngest, hottest niggas on this podcast fucking shit going right now, man. You know what I mean? I like to give niggas they flowers, man. I met this brother at the podcast boot camp with your boy Dave with Social Proof, man. And anybody, you know, if he offers that boot camp again, do it for sure. You know what I mean? I learned a lot at that boot camp, man. But, you know what I mean? I had a real, though I met him real organic way. And,
yeah,
you know
we
what I mean?
next to each other.
Yeah, exactly. We sat next to each other. One of the exercises was you had to interview each other.
Oh yeah,
You know
what I mean?
Yeah. So you know what I mean? That's how I met this brother, man. And I didn't even really know at that point really what you had going on, man. So to see what you really got going on, man, that shit is inspiring. And you know what I mean? Let's get into this podcast.
Hold on,
bro.
let me touch on that real quick.
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming, you know, when I'm looking at your content and everything, you're on, right? What's making you go to a podcast boot camp? Like when it looks
Good
like
point.
it looks like you're on, you're doing well, your shit's moving. What's making you say, yo, let me go to this podcast boot camp? Because to the left of you, it could be somebody that hasn't even started yet. Yeah. And to the right of you, it could be somebody
there too.
And they were there too. All in the same building, all in the same area. So what made you?
I'm always gonna be a student of the game, man. Like David Shands, like he the GOAT. And he's my original mentor.
The Diddy of podcasting, man.
Yeah, so
he's the Diddy of podcasting.
Because I'm probably like this. But he just told me he had an event, bro. I just wanted to come learn whatever I could. And so I think that one, it was like based around the YouTube shit. So I just wanted to learn more about the YouTube. So I just pulled up. Like you could never just know everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta be a student.
Right. Shout out to David too, man. He's another one of the reasons why we have a podcast.
No, for sure.
We have a platform. You know,
definitely.
Him, CJ,
He's definitely
Jose.
I actually paid him like 20 bands to be my mentor.
Word.
And
It looked like that shit worked.
Great investment.
yeah, and
It looked like that shit worked.
to be honest, I ain't learned shit. To be honest, I tell them this all the time though. Like, man, I ain't really. I was mad as hell with that 20,000.
I ain't even learned shit.
Damn, bro. But what I did gain from that, bro, he gave me the confidence to actually start. Because I was procrastinating, like, yeah, I'm gonna start a podcast. But I was really outside. I was in Miami. I was fucking hoes, and it was just on the back burner for it. And then me paying that 20,000, like, bro, I gotta do this shit.
You gotta do it.
But he taught me like how
I
to
get
make
my money back. Shit.
Yeah. So he taught me a lot, but in the beginning, I already understood the cameras, the lights, and all the other shit. Like, I just need to know how to make some fucking money out this.
Right.
And everybody that was in the class, like, they was a little older than me. They didn't understand content creation and Instagram and shit like that. So, like, bro came up there, he was teaching, like, content creation. And I'm sitting there like, man, what the fuck you niggas talking about? But I'm glad I paid him because, like, now he like a real homie now. Like, he called me like, bro, I got to play for you.
Right.
Yo, bro, I think you should do this. So, like, it was money well spent.
Well invested.
Yeah. Well invested.
You know, and David's, you know, he's always been a good dude, man. You know, I've been knowing him since he was 17, 18. He's been the exact same. That's why I'm glad, cause we moved to Atlanta together.
That was up.
Yeah, when we was coming out of college, he quit. I graduated. We both parents lived around the corner from Truck. We was like, all right, bro, we got to go make some money. And being in Alabama is not going to do it for us. Sure. We got to do it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, like, so what makes you want to get into the content that you're putting out there? Like, why tap into like?
You took that negative, turned it into a positive, man, and now you know what I mean. You did, you know, whatever you did your time for it, and now where we at. You took that negative, you turned it into a positive. Like, what made you choose podcasting?
Well, shit. First, I was just testing out the waters. Like I was trying to build the brand up. Just producing content on Instagram, seeing what hit. You know what I'm saying, putting out the merch. I started talking shit on my phone, like just in the car. Like I would just give out messages. Like my first message was like something about snitches. Like in my case, like I had some of my niggas, you know what I'm saying, ready to tell on me, so like I can resonate with that. So I was talking shit about snitching, like, bro, I never do a crime with another motherfucker, bro. I never have another co-defendant. And I was just saying, like, I was just speaking from like, you know, my life experience, and people really was tapping into it.
Ain't that the truth, man? Right. Say that again. You'll never have another what?
Co-defendant. Man. Like, I'm gonna do this crime by myself. I'm gonna do it. But I had to go through that to learn that. You know what I mean? Like, you could tell a nigga that, like, bro, don't do the crime by yourself. But like, if you ain't experienced another nigga, like your homie, like your partner that you didn't, when that pressure get on, you done ran the streets with, and a nigga talking about telling on you, man, hell nah, bro, your life will change, man. Hell nah, I never trust a nigga like that again. For real, like on that type of level, like, hell
claps for that.
Yeah, most definitely.
Claps for that.
Most definitely claps for that.
Yeah. But like I started realizing like people was really, you know what I'm saying, tapping into my messages. Just
and you're comfortable being like, just everybody's not comfortable to do this.
Yeah.
And then post.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're at this time, you're like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it. Like,
the thing is, I used to make people look good for a living. So like I'm recording niggas and making sure like I make sure you look the best on camera. So like when I'm on camera, it's like it became second nature. Like it might take 2 or 3 takes, but shit, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? So, and at this point, shit, I got my teeth done, so I'm looking good on camera. Shit.
You like right.
So goddamn, once I go do the David Shands boot camp shit, his mentorship, and then I go get on somebody else's podcast. We was talking about like semen retention and shit like that, and I seen myself on camera, and I seen the way I was talking. I was like, oh, this a go, man. I'm finna just set my cameras up and get to doing this shit.
Right.
And at first, it didn't look like what it looked like. Now you go back to my first episode, like the lighting wasn't the same. Like
I went back just to see like the journey. Everybody that starts in podcasting has a journey. You know, like right for right now, this is our first set.
Yeah, for sure.
And then a couple episodes later, you're gonna see our new set. So I get the elevation on that. Yeah. Speak on that. Like your feng shui. Like what's the? Hold on, we're speedballing. Why talk about what you're talking about? Like it's like I'm hearing a lot of relationships,
females,
what guys like, what you don't like, what women, you know, just everything.
Honey
like,
packs, Viagra. I mean, you know what I mean?
What's
you know what I mean?
Why Shit. Talk about?
I seen
that
you on the
topic?
live. I seen you on the live a couple of days ago, man. The chick said she needed a $20 deposit on that thing, man. Like
$20 deposit.
It was a Happy Meal deposit. She said, send me a Happy Meal, and you know it's good.
So what happened? Like what? At first, man, I was trying to stick with the rich and unemployed theme. All right, let me interview rich and unemployed people, and I'm interviewing people, and it's cool and all, you know, like it was a cool situation, but I know that I was more creative than that. Like I just kept like creating in my head. Like I want to do this, and then so one day I went to Miami. I came back. That
one
Miami.
lighter we got.
Let me get that one lighter. When I come back from Miami, I'm like, damn, I want to talk about some shit.
Right.
And I just like, let me just do an episode by my damn self. See how this shit go.
Yeah.
Do an episode, and I asked the people like, shit, I want to see more of this shit. And they was like, hell yeah. I just called it Late Night Special. And then I was like, I bet I'm gonna just keep doing these. So now I got two different shows now. One I'm interviewing entrepreneurs. One I'm by myself. And at first it was just like I was trying to like motivate niggas.
Right.
Like I was talking about like the same shit I talk about on my phone, like trusting niggas, or like I was talking about a situation like my partner was in prison. He felt like I owed him something.
Right.
Like if I don't pick up the phone, if I don't send you no money, like you feel some type of way just because you see I'm living my life on Instagram. But I don't owe you shit, nigga. You put yourself in prison. Right. And I was just giving a story of like real life shit. Like this is like my real life going on, and I'm coming on camera. It's really like goddamn therapy for real. Like I'm just going here and just speaking, and people was really like
relating to it, gravitate to it. Right.
So I bet. So as I'm doing these motherfuckers, I'm seeing people just relate to my real life scenarios. So when I get to talking about like eyelashes and goddamn the honey packs, and bro, this shit really be happening during my week. As I'm going through my week, and I be like,
hold on, bro. That eyelash shit.
Yeah.
You gotta slow down on that eyelash shit.
Hold on, yo, the eyelash shit.
The eyelash shit had me dying,
bro. Genius.
The eyelash. I mean, goddamn. That was one of them ones where I'm like, man, this nigga's funny than the motherfucker, bro.
And the thing is, like, anybody could talk about it, but I got so comfortable on camera, man. Like sometimes I go back on camera, and when I watch the footage, I'm like, bro, this shit is crazy. Like I couldn't even just do it. Like I could, it's me, right? But like I just kind of turn on a switch, and I just like
flow with it.
Yeah, it just flow.
Yeah.
And goddamn, even like the way I dress on that motherfucker, like I know sometimes like the shit I'm about to talk about finna do numbers. Let me come over here like looking like one.
Look like this, right?
Yeah. I noticed that too, man. I noticed you went from the Taliban to Kevin Samuels,
for sure.
with the suits. Like, so this nigga had the turbans on in the beginning, then like, you know what I mean, this nigga got, you know what I mean, he threw the you know what I mean on. So you know what I mean, like
they be trying to compare me to Kevin Samuels. So like,
yes, I was gonna get into that. I don't know how you feel about that, but you know, I definitely said, hey man, I'm about to interview the homie, man. I need some questions. Like I reached out on Instagram and everything, man, and you know, one of them I got was, you know, you like the this generation Kevin Samuels, man. How you feel about that?
At first I was like, I didn't want to be compared to him,
right?
Because I don't want nobody thinking like I'm trying to be like somebody else. But I get what they saying. Like niggas need somebody to speak for them. Like men need that voice.
I agree with that.
So I get that. And then on some real shit though, I had a dream with Kevin Samuels in it. Right? It was either the day after he died or the day he did die. So this nigga, I don't know what it was. I don't even
focus the camera right on him, right, man. He telling you about this Kevin Samuels dream, man. Zero in on this nigga right here, bro. First time ever smoking me podcast. I gave this man a Forbidden City cigar. He ain't smoking it, but let's hear it about the dream, brother.
Oh, that shit a little harsh too, huh?
Nah, man, no, that's a Fuente, brother. But, that's one of them ones.
So like, I in the dream, it was just so ironic because he's dead, right? And I'm sitting next to this nigga, and his dead body's on the ground, and I'm like, "What the fuck is this, bro?" And he was like, he said, "Man, it's your turn." And I'm like, "Nigga, what the fuck you mean?" He's like, I'm passing the torch to you." That's basically what he said, and I kind of just woke up from the dream. But it was the same scenario how he died. He was laying on the floor. The girl was trying to call the ambulance. Right. It was like I was there, and he was like, based on passing the torch, and I was like, "What the fuck does that even mean?" And then like when people started like doing the comparisons, I'm like, okay. And then New Year's I had took some shrooms, and
claps for that.
Claps for the shrooms.
Claps for the shrooms. Yeah, that's
claps
what I'm
to everybody
about,
on that natural shit.
Okay.
Claps to everybody on that natural shit, not them pills and the other shit, man. I'd rather you do some natural shit than them shrooms if you gonna fuck around like that. The wolf.
I fuck with them shrooms heavy, bro. Like I don't take them like often, but I take them like every blue moon. Yeah. Just to really like
reset.
You got to. You need that
and
shit.
get a different perspective.
Yeah.
You get a whole nother perspective with that shit. Yeah.
So as I'm taking these shrooms on New Year's,
he hands you the Bible. He hands you the Bible. Go long.
That's right.
Literally pass that shit to me, bro. In a
niggas like
in a like a spiritual type of sense. I don't know how to explain the shit, but I never really even watched Kevin Samuels. I probably seen his lives a little bit. I never even watched like his content for real. Right. And then I had went back and seen like his old content, see how he like transitioned to like who he was now. I was like, okay, that shit was dope. And then so while I'm talking to myself on New Year's, I'm having like a full blown conversation with myself. The shit was fucking crazy. Right. And what I told myself was like, listen, you got to pick a side, bro. Like I was kind of straddling the fence with like, I'm the good guy or the bad guy. And it was like, nigga, you got to pick one. You're going to be the fucking hero or the villain. Right. The villain is going to get the most motherfucking eyes on it because it's the most controversial. Yep. So I was like, man, you know what? I'm going to just, if this is what people want me to be, then that's what I'm finna be, bro. So like lately, I've been being real motherfucking aggressive.
I don't even look at you like that, though. I just look at it like you just like you kind of like keeping it real and being honest. Yeah. Like, I don't look at it as being a villain. I look at it as if I'm being upfront and I'm being honest, then you can't really feel no type of way if I'm telling you what it is from the beginning. And
it's your energy too. I mean? Like it ain't like you just are super aggressive. Like you know, like when you sitting there having a conversation, you got your wine, you're smooth, you talking, you can pronunciate your words the way people can you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like it's the whole package that you know what I'm saying. If it was said in a different energy, it probably would come out disrespectful.
And it be them guests too, man. So let's speak on that for a minute. Like,
how do you pick your guests?
Like these guests, like, you know what I mean?
You just be like, yo, I'm a have her.
Nah, I really, when it comes to the women, I be picking shit that I like.
I've been saying genius all show.
Obviously.
Genius.
If I know I like it, I know other niggas don't like this shit. I bet. So like that's one thing. And then it be women that people really ain't really heard from.
Right.
They don't really talk. They just got these nice ass pictures on Instagram. And then so like I choose them.
Hold on before you hold on. The Instagram chick. So I need you to be honest. This camera, right? I need you to be honest. It's like 50% of them catfish. You know what I mean? I know how Instagram and them filters are. It's 50% of them catfish, like in person, like, you know what I mean? Like in person, and you know what I mean? Like, you know, without the, you know, the 30 pounds of makeup and the, yeah, you know what I mean? Like it's 50% of them catfish. I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings.
Yeah.
I mean, but I just want to know. The listeners want to know, is it catfish or, you know what I mean?
It might not be all the way catfish, but it's a lot of cap.
Okay.
Because I meet women
Catfish?
Catfish.
Catfish.
Catfish. That's the one right there. Catfish. Right. Cause like you'll get these women that they got these nice ass bodies, but when they come on my show, like it don't be adding up. Like they be manipulating their body
right
on camera, and then they don't look as bad in person. I get a lot of that.
Yeah.
Not saying that they don't look good, they just don't look as good.
As good.
You know what I mean?
With
like
the filter, the angle posing.
Yeah,
like,
they got them angles down to a fucking science.
Yeah, because
I mean, we love everybody for who you are.
Yeah, for
sure. I love Instagram. I love social media.
We just talking about the trickery.
We love everybody for who they are.
You know, they could have a Big Mac gut, but that angle and have them looking like
that
you know
Photoshop.
Yeah, and that you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
it's crazy.
I dealt with it a lot. Even like I try not to even talk to girls from Instagram because I ain't trying to be capped down. I try to do a full investigation down your timeline. Like,
got to.
And all I want to see is one picture without makeup. If you could do me that, then we good.
Listen,
don't try to trick me after goddamn 4 weeks of fucking.
I've always been big on.
We never started the challenge on this show.
Like,
we need to start a challenge. We never started the challenge.
Nah, real shit.
A one picture without makeup challenge on the Smoke With Me podcast.
I've always been big on that.
Even they gonna goddamn finesse that one, man. They gonna with the right angle, with the
no makeup,
filter,
the right light.
Challenge.
Man, they gonna get a nigga, man. We can't win with that one.
So let me ask you, when did you start feeling like, okay, I'm the man right now? This shit is popping. Like, when did that feeling come about? You like, nigga, I'm cracking. Like,
so
everybody has everybody inside them when they accomplish something. You know, you have your cocky moments. You know, I know I do. It'd be like moments where you be like, oh yeah, I fucking killing this shit. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I'm only like a year and a half in, right? So like, I really didn't. People
Props for
would tell
that.
me.
You got the cracking in a short amount of time.
A lot of people would tell me like along the way, right, within this year time frame, a lot of people be like, oh yeah, I seen your podcast, I fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? Along the way, like small time.
Right.
And then I really kind of like started like gaining a really big following like around last April, March. I interviewed this girl and that shit just went viral. Every post that we did just kept going viral. It was on the radio station. Everybody was reposting it. People
I seen you reposting World Star, Media Takeout, all type of shit like that.
So at this point, I figured out the formula. Like, I need to start talking to more women, getting controversial conversations out their ass.
Right.
So like now I'm about to put this shit in effect, but I fuck around and get on house arrest. So from like the end of April, May, I'm on house arrest the whole summer, and like now I could really.
That's why you went content crazy.
Hold on, okay. Genius.
At first I was pissed off because like, damn, bro, like I had this whole plan because I had a spot in Miami,
right,
a 2-story condo. I'm talking about like bitches walking this shit like penny dropper. Like, so this is my summer. You know what I'm saying? Like the podcast is cool, but I'm finna live this life.
Immediately coming up out of them panties, huh?
Yeah, for sure. They walk. Wow. I said wow. Every time I walk in that motherfucker, I be like, damn, this my shit.
Your jaw dropped.
Yeah, nigga, love this motherfucker. But I never really took the podcast shit serious. It was just like a thing that I was doing, like just a part of the brand. Like I didn't think it was like, oh, this is my ticket. This is my way out. So when I'm on house arrest though, I really got to really like focus on the craft and like really see what I have for real.
Right.
And as I'm doing this shit and I'm doing numbers and shit, and when I finally get off house arrest, I'm starting to run across people that resonate with my story. Cause I told people like I was on house arrest. Like, like I'm on house arrest, this is what I'm doing. And I went to InvestFest, nigga. I'm talking about, nigga, I thought you might have thought I was on the fucking stage. The way so many people like
Invest
embracing
Fest
me,
was dope, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Invest
they wanted to
Fest
take pictures with a nigga. They wanted me to goddamn chop it up with them. Like it was crazy the love I was getting, bro. And I didn't get that love before the house arrest.
Right.
This time I'm like, God damn, like
that's when you knew.
what the fuck?
That's when you
People
knew.
really fuck with me. I should have walked in there with a camera, but I wasn't.
You wasn't thinking that.
I
You
wasn't thinking. I ain't know people was really tapped in like that. Like niggas was like, bro, like I fuck with you, nigga. And this one, like I just like your content, nigga. I fuck with you, nigga. Like you like my big brother I never had type shit. So like that's when I knew like, all right, bet. And this one, like other niggas, like big names, like reaching out to a nigga like, bro, I want to get on the show. Oh damn, bro, I seen your show. Like I didn't even think y'all niggas even. And I used to think
watching.
Yeah.
Right.
I thought I was too controversial for some niggas because like I was too raw. I was like, man, these niggas ain't gonna fuck me. These niggas like some church going niggas.
Yeah, a lot of married niggas don't want to watch your show.
Yeah, I don't know why though.
Nah, they should. Listen, they should. Hey, me and my wife watch your shit.
That's what's up.
I mean, as everybody should, man.
Hey.
Shout the page out, man. As everybody should, man. Like that shit is like it's truth and it's fun, man. You know what I mean?
I was trying to find one. It was one that was funny as a motherfucker, huh?
They took my page.
Oh, that's why I can't find the shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
They took my page.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
So look, bro, out of all the guests you've had on the show, like who was one of your funnest, most interesting guests that you had like a cool time with? Out of all the guests you had.
Women?
Period. Just I mean anybody you had on the show.
Out of all them chicks, he just gonna single one out.
I didn't say that. I'm saying all the guests on your show.
I had a real cool conversation with Derek Grace, that guy with the tattoos all over his face.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had a real cool conversation with him just cause like I just bonded with him, bro. Like he seems
he seems like a super intelligent dude.
Super intelligent, down to earth, man. Yeah. He take all the drugs in the world, man. Not ashamed of it.
Yeah.
And we just kind of like, just spoke like on some real nigga shit. You know what I mean? And there's a couple.
I'd love to get him on the show too, man. If you could put that together, man.
Okay, yeah, I could do that.
Shout out Derek Grace, man. We'd love to get you on the show.
All that.
All that.
Yeah, for sure.
Shit, we got shrooms for you. Got everything for you, brother. Yes, sir.
So between the house arrest and then after the Investor Fest that you see in this popularity.
That was a bar.
That was what?
That was a bar.
Yeah. How high did the pussy rate go up?
Oh, the pussy rate been crazy, man.
Because this is genius. I'm gonna tell you why this is genius. That's why I feel it's genius. Dog, is like, I don't even know if I should say it. Nah, fuck it. It's like, real talk, it's like, because you single, right? Yo, it's like, you can interview guests, get pussy, chicks everywhere. Sure. Like, and it's cool. Yeah. Because guess what you're doing? You having conversations that everybody be wanting to have.
Yeah. Kevin Samuels couldn't do that though.
You know what I'm saying?
I just want you to know that.
Yeah, sure.
Kevin Samuels couldn't do that though.
You know, not too many people.
Rest in peace, Kevin Samuels, and I respect him too. But
not too many people just
he wasn't doing that.
It's just gonna have that feng shui, bring out the wine, and have a conversation. Because every time I be watching, I be like, oh yeah, he about to get on. You know what I'm saying? I be watching this shit, be like, oh yeah, as soon as this goes off.
I try to put it in a way where like it's like on some dating shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause with niggas is watching like their favorite Instagram chick with me.
Right.
It's like, damn, I wish I could goddamn be talking to this bitch too. Like,
right.
And when I do get around to like shit, I know how to move. Right? Yeah. So I try to put it in like a date night situation. We got the wine, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking the bitch in the eyes, you know what I'm saying? I'm flirting, I'm touching the arm, I'm doing whatever. I'm flirting like a motherfucker, but most time I just be bullshit.
Right.
I just do it for the show.
Yeah.
And let me not say bullshit.
But you having fun with that shit.
I'm having fun with it because in the back of my mind, I really do want to have sex with this girl.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I'm going to just use that energy and let that be the show.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like people like, man, I can see the connection. Oh, they good for each other. They say that shit about every bitch that come on my show. What? They say about every girl that come on the show like, oh, I can see them together. Yeah. Oh, he like her. Oh, she like him, man.
But that's a good interview though.
Yeah, it is.
You did a good interview and you connected with that person, and you know what I mean. You made it like, you know what I mean.
And niggas be mad genuine. Too. Like I don't be like combative. Like I don't be like arguing with the women on the shit they be saying. I want them to say the dumbest shit or whatever to come out of their mouth. Because I'm getting content out of that. Me trying to argue with you and
that's not gonna. Yeah.
No,
plus, it's
don't nobody want to see that.
No.
It's too much. It's too much of that.
It's too much
everywhere else.
Yeah.
So when you cool, calm, and collective, especially with how you're answering or how you know when you having the debate. It's like, it's cool, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not looking corny, it ain't looking, it's looking like, yeah, that's how you're supposed to have the conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Back to the pussy rate, though.
Oh, I know that rate is.
So what's happening right now is like, I feel like a lot of women are coming at me, but a lot of women are trying to use the show to give me the pussy, or just trying to find a way around me, right? Because I feel like they think I'm so mystique or some shit. I be talking so much shit like you feel like you can't even touch a nigga like me. Yeah. Which you probably can, but you probably can't either. So like, oh, I want to come on the show, and it'd be like the top knot bitches, bro. It was one chick, she's well known, like. She was like, yeah, I want to come on the show. I was like, I bet. She gave me her number. I don't even fucking respond. Yeah. I just let it sit in the DMs. Yeah. I'll do that. So then, like, she wait like a week later, sends another DM. Like, I had posted about the bitch I smashed after the show. She's like, oh, I know who it is. She's like, oh, I can't wait to come on the show. I was like, oh, yeah, it's gonna be fun. Yeah. She was like, oh, no, I'm gonna run from you. And now we get into it. Like, you trying to give me the pussy at this point? Right. She give me the number. I text her like, yo, this Finesse. She's like, hey. I was like, what you wearing? She sent me straight ass naked. I said, God damn, I ain't even had to try.
You ain't had to try.
So it's like, now it's like, damn, when you come on the show, it's like, it's available. But it's like, I try not to like fuck the women. Right. I try not to touch the merchandise. Right. I don't want to be known as that nigga like, man, he fucking everything that comes through. And like, I don't want to board it on my name. Right. Because bitches talk. And I want bitches to refer me like, man, like he was such a gentleman. Like he flirted with me, but he ain't do nothing. Like, I want a situation like that. But every girl that come on my show, like, we end up being friends and cool. Right.
Nah, it's dope because
we practicing, semen retention on these dates. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah, I saw one clip you did. You was like, and I'm pretty sure like some of the stuff that you say may even shock women. Like I think one of them you said you was like a chick could be next to you butt ass naked. Yeah. You not even wanna. Yeah. She could be fine as fuck, body crazy, and you just not even wanna.
I ain't gonna say I don't wanna, but like I got homegirls like. She pull up like she don't give a fuck. Like we on that level. Like she be like, man, I want to get in a tub. She'll hop in the tub, butt ass naked, walk around my crib. Where the towel at? Get her a towel. Like she came over with a homegirl one day. They both in the bathtub. I take a shower. You know what I'm saying? We all in the bathroom, butt ass naked, and it's not my intention to just try to fuck y'all. Right. Like shit, I'm cool just having this energy around me. A friend definitely wanted to fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but just having the having it around me.
Yeah, I love having women around me, and I don't have to fuck them all. I'm just cool with like. So one instance, right? I tried this with one bitch. This bitch, I tell her the same shit. Like, yo, I could really be around you, not fuck you. Like, I could go to sleep butt ass naked with you. And she's like, no, the fuck you can't. I'm like, no, I'm dead. I said, you probably try to fuck me before I try to fuck you.
Right. For real.
Long story short, I finally go over there. It's our first time ever really linking up. Man, as soon as I lay down, man, this bitch jump on me. What the fuck, bitch? I thought we was just about to practice. Goddamn, she couldn't do it. She couldn't do it.
She's already ready. Genius. The whole thing is genius. That's what happens when you got a genius plan. You just pop up like, hey, what up? And you just get jumped on.
Yeah. I mean, I use that as reverse psychology too, because back in my mind, I know I can fuck. Right. But let me try to act like I ain't gonna try to fuck. Right. I can try to fuck, and then I get it's a win. Win is a win.
One thing I want to touch up on is, like you were saying about the marketing. Yeah. You got your content, you got your clothing lines, you got your brands, and you make them all intertwined with each other. Like they can pretty much promote each self. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like speak on that alone, because some people don't know how to market podcasts with merch. That and it doesn't look forced. Like what you got going on, it doesn't look forced.
I get that a lot. I would say with marketing, when people think that they're right, they got a vision for themselves. But with me, like I listen to my audience, right? I listen to what people react to. So I'm just giving them more of what they like. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to like go against the grain and try to force them on anything. You already like one type of thing. Well, I'm gonna keep giving you the same type of thing and giving it just a little flavor. Mm-hmm. So like with marketing, it's just about like how many people can see this, and the brand is just like them remembering this shit. So like, yeah, you gonna remember the name Rich and Unemployed. You gonna always remember this shit. Now I need people to goddamn understand like, okay, when you see this background, when you see this lighting, you already know what time it is. Right. You already know, like, you can't even scroll past Instagram. This is what I've heard. Like, you can't go.
Here he come in with the glass of wine. Here he come in. Here he come.
Yeah. When you see that chick on the couch, I gotta see at least what he's saying. Like, even if I don't agree or nothing.
He got the turban on. Here he come, girl.
Here he come.
So it's all part of the marketing scheme. Like, when you see that turban, when you see like the cigar, when you see the wine, like it's all a part of you remembering. It's in your brain.
You created an experience, man.
Yeah, you created an
experience.
So if you creating a podcast, like, understand what people like, and don't try to be like anybody else. Be who you are, but give the people entertainment and what they want, and put your own flavor on it, man. Like, I don't never try to force nothing because I'm just me. Like, I don't never try to go steal nobody else's content.
Right.
Man, I just be me on this camera, and shit, you gonna have to just like this shit.
Right. Hold on, let's take a smoke break real quick.
Can we get a motherfucking moment of silence?
He just gave y'all all the tips on starting a podcast, man, that fast.
Yeah, you got to start for one shit.
He just gave y'all all the tips, man. I hope it didn't go fly by your head that fast.
I hope it didn't.
Because he said it that fast.
Because I'm gonna take it back to when he was
he
in
gave
the feds.
y'all all the tips.
That plan.
He gave y'all all the tips on starting a podcast right then.
That plan was key.
And then he said, the first thing is, you need to start.
You need to start.
You got to start.
Facts.
Because it took me a while to start, bro. It was just like months and months that kept going by, and I was like, yeah, I'm started. But people say that shit all the time, like, oh, I want to start a podcast. I was like, what's stopping you? Shit, you can start with the iPhone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Start. You know what I'm saying? Then you'll critique that shit later, perfect that shit later.
Right.
Even like, you don't want to go spend $50,000, $20,000 on equipment, and then you realize I don't even like podcasting. This shit ain't for me. Like, start.
Or people don't even like your ass.
Yeah.
Right.
For real, like, you got to start this shit.
Finesse with this newfound fame that you got.
Yeah.
You ever knocked something down and you was just like, damn, that shit was trash. As that with the newfound fame.
The newfound, man.
Like, cause you know, sometimes you could be like, damn, I want to get that. Whoever she is, look, you know what I mean? You like, yo, and you've been wanting it for so long, and you finally be like, damn, that shit was whack. With the newfound fame though.
Yeah, it happens all the time. Man.
Yeah, I'm saying it happens all the time.
It happens all
They
the
be
time.
bragging and bragging, and then, you know what I mean?
That shit is a facade. You know what I mean? Like, when you see that shit, that shit look good, man. But I'm telling you, like,
Damn.
I did hit some thick shit, bro. And, man, that thing was dry as a
Mojave.
Going in, you like, yo, I'm about to
Mojave.
tear. And then you be like,
It was the Mojave, bro.
shit.
The Mojave was
It was,
that?
it was the Mojave Desert.
Oh, yeah. It was more like Sahara. Whichever one is bigger.
Yo,
Yeah.
stupid.
And then her ass was so big, I couldn't even, you know what I'm saying, hit it from the back the way I wanted to. It was so big, I was trying to, like, it wasn't, yeah.
Move that thing out the way so you can get in there, huh?
Yeah, so, like, I don't know, like, with me, man, I'd rather deal with, like, regular women.
Right.
Like, I don't really care for that Instagram fame shit. Like, I like them regular women. Women that, like, I find a chick that's bad and she got 2,000 followers. Oh, she the one. Come here. Oh, you ain't got no social media? Hell yeah. Come here.
Yo, he's giving y'all the game.
You ain't posting every minute.
They ain't posting
Yeah.
every 2 seconds.
Like, I met a chick that don't even have Instagram. I said, what? She ain't seen none of my content. Oh, that's yeah, baby. You ain't gonna call me talking about what I did with this episode with this girl, and you ain't gonna say, nah, cool. I like them. I like the regular women.
Right. Let me ask you, what's the biggest issue of interviewing so many women? Like, what's the, that comes with it?
I mean, women feel like, I don't know. I think women feel like I'm a hoe. They feel like
Because they think you're knocking down everything about your
Yeah.
interview. Yeah.
the interview is so seductive. It's like they gotta smash after this. I know she gave the nigga the pussy.
I mean, well, that's what I be thinking. I'd be like, he gonna get the pussy out of this.
Yeah,
That's,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Just from watching.
I had this one chick over there. She had her nigga over there, man. And man, that nigga stormed
That
out.
nigga's
That
ready to
bitch.
fight, huh?
What?
That nigga, he stormed out.
He
And I
showed you the pistol during the interview?
Nah, but I didn't want to get
Yo,
to that
hold
point.
on, bro. You said you went to a chick crib
No. She came to the podcast.
and her nigga was with her.
There at the interview, and mid-interview, he stormed out.
Why
He was like, yo, what the fuck y'all, he like, how long is it gonna be? Because she started like, at this point, she was like tipsy as fuck. She's like, damn, you smell good. I was like,
Feeling
I
nigga,
like,
huh?
shit, smell this shit, baby. She was
Dog,
like,
that was the you heard his feelings right there.
that's when he said something. And then so we continued on, and then we get to talk about sex and shit.
Hold on, what he said? What she said?
I forgot what the conversation was, but we was talking about like sex, and he was like, yo, you got 10 more minutes, and just walked out, slammed the door.
Yo, that's
Put her on
funny.
that
And
clock.
at this point, now it was just me and her. I'm like,
Right.
man. So I'm active now. This nigga ain't here. I'm like, shit.
Jabbing at her.
So then, like, at
It's
the
all-
interview over, like, she go use the bathroom, and she's like, can you zip this up for me? I'm like,
And the nigga just left?
Yes, man.
Damn.
I'm trying my hardest because I know niggas is tender dick about women. I'm
Right.
not going out like no sucker. You know what I mean?
Nah,
like,
man.
all right, let me just chill. So I'm like, all
They
right,
gonna kill you
I
about
said, let's
that.
take some pictures behind the scene and shit. So like I'm recording and shit. Like she get the goddamn pull. She pulled me on top of her. So I'm like, God, what the fuck?
Yo.
I'm literally on top of this bitch like, hey, yo, chill, bro. What the fuck is you doing?
Yeah,
Then
bro.
so like I'm trying to take some more pictures of her beside me. I'm like, man, give me a kiss. She was like she just want to take a nigga down. I'm like, we just gotta end this shit, man. Cause boy, this nigga
with
see this
homie
shit.
outside. Outside the parking lot still.
So boom, like the next morning she called me. I posted on Instagram like some light shit. She was like, can you please take that down? We broke up last night, and
Oh shit.
if he see that shit, we really probably ain't ever gonna get back together. And I was like, I got you. Don't trip.
Take it down.
But yeah, like I mean, women feel like they feel like they like I'm just easy or something.
Right.
Like anybody can get this shit. Like I make it hard for women. I run women in circles.
Right. I mean, I feel like sometimes you got like we make it so easy for the woman.
Yeah,
Sometimes you got to make it hard for them too,
you got to, bro.
because it's so easy for them. Like
They feel like they can get any nigga at any time they want, man.
facts.
And when you come around, you ain't giving up no dick. Oh, they fuck them up mentally. Like they start questioning themselves.
That's what I'm
like,
saying. When you posted that clip, I was like, oh yeah, he fucked some women up that was watching that.
Yeah,
Yeah, you fucked some women up.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
I can't take rejection.
So what's up, bro? Do you smoke weed at all? I mean, you got any like what you know, like the whole cannabis thing? Like, where you how you feel about that?
So before prison and during prison, I was a heavy weed smoker. Even when I got out the feds, I was smoking weed like a motherfucker. And I kept getting drug tests. I kept like failing.
Yeah.
And they told me if I keep failing, they're gonna send my ass back to prison. So I said, all right.
Oh yeah, fuck that.
But the thing with weed too, like I really fuck with weed and I really plan on growing it and like being part of that business. But I feel like I can't control my habit when it comes to weed, and it really slows me down, and I really like procrastinate when it comes to marijuana. So I'm glad I can't smoke weed because I get so much done. Like I'm not trying to like I don't have no time in my day where I'm finding weed, rolling up weed, smoking weed, and like most of my friends smoke weed. So like we'll just be. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, pull up. We'll just spend an hour or two just smoking weed. And
Right.
like now that I'm not smoking weed in 2 hours, like I'm putting into the brand or the work. So I'm glad I can't smoke weed. And I think when I do start smoking weed again, I'm going to like use it in tea form and try to like take down the consumption of it. Cause I love weed to the. Let me tell you how much weed we was smoking in prison, bro.
Talk to me.
Let me show you, bro. This shit crazy as fuck, bro. We was smoking a .1, nigga.
What?
It'll be like this, bro. This is it. This is it right here.
One joint.
Yeah, you rolling it that.
Hide in the motherfucker. Listen, I came up with all my plans.
Yeah.
Y'all was on that spice.
No, it wasn't no spice. It wasn't no spice. Listen, I tried spice because when I was in the county, I was in holdover. That's all they had. They had like this spice. It's two different types of spice in prison, right? They got this shit that look like tea, which it makes it give you like the weed effect. But then they got this other shit that come on paper, which they spray.
Yeah, they spray it.
And I think that's like PCP or some shit.
Yeah.
Because when you smoke it, bro, you go into a whole nother fucking world.
Shit, we got motherfuckers going crazy.
I done seen niggas.
I saw a documentary on that.
That niggas lock up like. And you be like, bro, niggas is not tapping out of that shit, bro.
Locked in.
Yo, listen, this one story, right? This one crackhead ass white guy, he came in our dorm. We had like this 6-man unit, 3 bunk beds, and this crackhead ass white guy, man, he just loves smoking that shit. And all you really need is just like a little baby paper of this motherfucker. I'm talking about like, it is so small, my nigga. It's like a dot. You put that shit in a pipe and smoke that shit, you is fucked up. So every time he'll get high, he'll freeze up. So goddamn, this time he smoked. It take like 2-3 minutes to kick in. He smoked it. He was like, bro, the police come. He crawled up under the bed and this nigga froze up under the bed. Like, it was the funniest shit I ever seen. He was just stuck like this, right?
The bed is stuck.
And then the police come out. We put the towel over the bed so we just hide them. Because like when people get caught, they'll shut down the whole unit. They'll come goddamn crack down, take all the phones, all the drugs, all the hooch. Like, yo. So goddamn, that same night, it's another white boy. We like, listen, bro, you gotta take care of this shit, bro. This motherfucking cracker, everybody sleep. This nigga take a lock, put in the sock, and crack his ass upside the head. Boom. Man, we wake up in the middle of the night, it's blood everywhere, bro. This nigga just on the ground, like, trying to fight for his life. I'm like, what the fuck you did, bro?
Hi.
Man, I done seen some shit in prison, man.
I'm already knowing, bro. So let me ask you, what's the next move for the whole brand, bro? Like, I know I see your shit on TV. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like taking it to another level. You know what I'm saying? Like the content. Like again, the complete package is dope. Like I see why people are locked into it.
Well, what's the next move, man? What's the level up, bro?
Well, I mean, the goal is to be the #1 podcast in the world. I ain't going for nothing less. And then
that camera right there, that one right there.
Yeah, I ain't going for nothing less. That's
Shit,
the goal.
me either.
And this is just like the stepping stone to get me in other doors. Like once people are familiar with his face and the brand, like shit, you know, now they inviting me to shit. I'm rubbing shoulders with Diddy and whoever the fuck.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like now opportunities open up for me. So like I'm gonna just use this shit to scale up, get in movies or wherever the fuck. I might be hosting the fucking Grammys or some shit, hip hop awards.
Take it as far as you can.
As far as I can, man. So like,
yeah,
this is just the beginning. You know what I'm saying? I'm using this shit as leverage. Like I don't feel like I'm gonna be a podcaster my whole life, but I'm definitely gonna be motherfucking well known and wealthy as fuck.
And you enjoying every step of this motherfucking ain't you?
Yeah.
And using that platform to alley oop in the other adventures, man. You know what I mean? For sure.
Yeah.
Who would be like the ultimate guest, like on your platform right now? Female. Huh?
Michelle Obama.
Hey, you know what's funny? I wrote that down.
No,
for real, I wrote that down.
Yeah.
Before I came here. I was like, when I wrote that question down, I was like, Michelle Obama.
Michelle Obama.
That's dope.
And I wrote that down because like the universe works in mysterious ways. Like once I put Michelle Obama on the list, like
you gonna get it.
But what's gonna happen is it's gonna start bringing other guests to attract her.
Right.
So like it's gonna be like I don't even know who's in her caliber. You know what I'm saying? But like
yeah, I get what you're saying.
So I can't just have only fangirls on this motherfucker, porn stars on this bitch. It's gonna have to be some really highly level women on this podcast for her to be.
Substance, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So she on the list for sure. And then
I see that for you though, bro.
Yeah.
I see Michelle Obama for you for sure.
And I'm gonna have a sip of wine, and I'm gonna be flirting. That shit ain't gonna stop.
Secret Service gonna be like.
Yeah, you feel
Secret Service gonna be like.
Now, Finesse, can you tell some of the people that's watching about the honey pack rules?
Oh man, the honey pack rules. For one, nigga, get your dick right. For one, listen, if you can't operate without the honey pack, then nigga, there's something wrong. Like, you guys fix some internal shit, man. Because listen, bro, I was at a point where I was addicted to the shit.
Yeah,
like I mean, I would leave the crib, and if I didn't have it, I'm gonna go get that motherfucker, bro. Because
forgot my honey.
You feel me? Not
like,
even where my
pistol
at.
Where my pistol at?
Not with a pistol. With a condom. I need my honey, bro. Shit. So, and then I was fucking with the Cialis too, bro. I'm a young nigga. Like, what the fuck am I using all this shit for? But my homies, they'll put me on this shit. Like, bro, you gotta use this.
Yo,
shit.
you gotta use. You gonna shine.
And I'm talking about, and I'm smacking shit. Like, these bitches is like fucked up. Like, what you took? I ain't took nothing, baby. But if you're gonna take it, man, for one, I would say definitely like. Only take half of it, because bro, like you'll get addicted to that shit. You really don't need nothing but a little bit just to spark you up. And then it's like natural remedies too. You really don't need like maca root, whatever that shit.
Yeah, I'm just.
It's a bunch of natural shit you could take anyway, man. But like, if you young, bro, you don't should be taking that shit, bro. Like, wing yourself off that shit, bro, and goddamn find a natural way to do it, bro. Because, bro, it was.
Damn honey pack. Yo, some of the homies been making
that nigga
motherfucking
said, wean yourself off that shit.
Right.
Like, that shit crack,
like it's dope. Like it's dope, man. Wean yourself off that shit, man.
Hey, for real.
You know what I mean?
Nah, but I see it because I had a couple of homies making like honey pack combination drinks and shit.
Hell
like mixing the honey pack with the tequila and lemonade or some crazy shit.
It ain't natural, bro.
Motherfucker was really doing that shit. Like I know somebody was really doing that shit.
And then that should give me a headache too. So if you know if it's giving you a headache, it got to be something wrong with the motherfucker. It ain't nothing really wrong with it, but it's a blood rush. Like all that blood is rushing to all the outer parts of your body, like your fingers, your toes, your dick, your ears. So like, and it's rushing to your brain too.
Right.
So like, man, we should be taking that shit, man. Sometimes it's cool, like
rules of the honey
go on
pack.
vacation, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Use that shit. 3-day vacation, smack some shit, you know what I mean?
I had a homie that looked at a chick, she was so thick, he was like, oh man, I gotta take 2 honey packs. Fuck that.
But it's like, why though? It's like, what you think? What you think gonna go out quick?
Because like he was, you know what I'm saying? You looking at something, you like, damn, she thick, you know, the curvy thick, and you like, yo, I want to shine. You know, that first impression.
Yeah, you want to shine
everything.
for sure.
But we had Alexis Texas on our show, and we was like,
Shout out Alexis Texas. Shout out
Alexis Texas.
Cool ass guest.
We had her on the show, and we was talking about like, you know, because she's a Hall of Fame porn star.
Yeah.
That guys that, you know, that's trying to holler like, yo, damn, she a porn star. I gotta make sure I shine.
Yeah.
Let man, give me 3 honey pack. I gotta make sure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it be crazy, bro. Like I got homies that be on that shit.
I understand you gotta show out the first time, but man,
definitely gotta show out the first time.
Fuck it, bro. At this point, bro, if I crash out in the first 3, 4, 5 minutes, then your pussy good, baby. Your pussy is man. They'll take that as a compliment though. Like,
but what about
you got that?
What about the ones that just be like, nah, nigga, that ain't no compliment. You just can't last long, my nigga.
Still got the pussy. Still got it.
Selfish. Yeah, still got that shit though.
Got it.
Took too long.
You talking about?
What about the ones that be like, yo, I ain't came yet? Like, do you have, like, would you?
I mean, it depends on the woman. Like, I definitely want to like have my report card like A1.
Yeah.
So like, I definitely try to, you know what I mean, like satisfy the woman so she can tell other people if that's what's gonna happen. Because I don't want no bad name. Like, oh, that nigga got weak.
Report card can't be bad, man. You gotta have a good report card, man.
Like, either you gonna come or it was some really good fuck. You know what I'm saying? So, but it depends. Like, if I don't really give a fuck, if you just like quick fuck, I don't give a fuck about you coming for real, man.
Nigga, I don't give a fuck about you coming, nigga.
Yeah.
So what you got going next, man? I mean, we got the podcast. I mean, you know, it's you know, have you got any acting roles in the works yet, man? I mean, what's popping next, man? I'm
about to actually like I'm writing my own script to do my own shit. Like, I ain't gonna wait for nobody to like put me on TV. Like, I'm gonna do that.
I like that.
Yeah, claps for that.
It's gonna be called
entrepreneurship.
The first thing I'm gonna do is gonna be called Fraud. Really rich after I started determination, and just like bits and pieces of my story and put it in like a short film type of situation.
Oh, that's dope.
And
you got a story, bro.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna start helping guys out, like start a fraternity, like a community, like helping niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Helping niggas do what?
Just like learning how, because some niggas don't know how to be around women. You know what I'm saying?
Not go outside.
Yeah, like I just want to give game out.
Yeah, you know what you know, give game.
Not go outside.
Give some game to the guys that go to the club and the section is full of niggas and there's only like I as a DJ, I hate that. Yo, I be in the club looking, I be like, why is the whole section full of niggas?
That shit is not attractive.
I hate that, bro.
You gotta understand, women attract women. So if you got a section full of women, you can go get other women too. But if you go get a 10 niggas, you trying to go get 3 or 4 women, they don't want to come in y'all section.
I've always hated that as a DJ coming up. I used to DJ Velvet Room.
You know niggas be trapping, man.
I used to DJ Velvet Room. I used to be like,
sections full of trappers, man. Let that go, man.
I ain't never like.
You got to bring some women out, bro. Like women.
Okay, some trappers, right? Yeah. Trappers ain't got no bitches.
They got the money.
They
got to.
They got the money.
Yeah, they should have.
Like my whole thing was this too. Like
maybe they wasn't there yet. Maybe they was on the way.
Let's say we went out, right? All of us at least had got to bring 1 or 2,
right?
To make, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like the whole. Maybe I'm older, but I always thought like this even when I was younger. I never liked it. The whole it's 15 niggas walking to this one section, and then when you looking, ain't no chicks through that motherfucker.
That shit.
It may be 1 or 2 next to whoever got the section. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I hated that.
Like, I use women to attract, just like how the podcast. Like, I use women to get other women.
Yeah.
So if you in a club, like, pull up with 2 bitches. You gonna get, even if you're not even fucking them, they either can go get you some more women, or when you approach women, they know that, all right, that might be his bitch, or that means you just a real good guy. If these bitches fuck with you, that means you get women. It's a different aura versus me walking in with 2 niggas versus 2 women.
Right.
I like to keep women around me, bro.
Right. How are you out in this nightlife, man? You know, us being in the A, you know what I'm saying? Atlanta never sleeps. There's always something going on. You know what I'm saying? Since you've been in this light, how's just like moving around, just, you know? I
don't know. People tell me I need to get security and shit, but I think one day I'm gonna start getting that. But I really don't be outside for real unless I'm invited.
Right.
And if I am, then I'm parking VIP.
Right.
But I get a lot of love. Like,
should always do that. Yeah. Let me tell you something.
That's rule number 1.
That's rule number 1. If I can't park in VIP, I'm not parking.
Hell nah. Ain't no way I'm walking to the back of the club.
Like I'm cool.
Or the front, like, or walking like 2. Like, no, I need to. As soon as I get out the car, I need to be at the door.
Yeah. Park my car and then give me the keys back.
Fucking right. Give me the keys back. Yeah, niggas don't know that.
Yeah.
Give me my fucking keys. Listen, if some shit go down, I need to go.
And not even only that. Depending on what valet you got, they may be in your shit. You know what I'm saying?
That is a fact.
I know some homies from back in the day that used to valet. I ain't gonna say what club, but valet and be in nigga shit.
I was one of them niggas. I used to be a valet nigga. Shit. I know though, bro.
Yeah, bro. So it's like, get your shit, man. But nah, bro, like, you probably, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, that wouldn't be a bad thing to do because I ain't gonna front. You do have a light on you now.
Yeah, man, but it's like I don't know. Like you had security? You got security?
I used to. When I was let me see, when was my I was DJing Compound, Velvet Room, like all in the same week. I DJ'd all AG Entertainment's clubs, and one time I got pressed about I forgot what crew it was. They never made it, but they just wanted me to play the record. I heard the record and it was whack, and they wanted to pay me to play it, and I was just like, nah, this is Velvet Room, like every who's in here. I ain't trying. I'm the youngest in charge at this time.
Yeah.
And
your shit was trash, nigga. Fuck with shit. They shit was trash.
No, it was whack. But they was trying to, they were trying to press me a little bit. Yeah. So then I got to the point where I was like, at this moment in my career, I'm like, they really shouldn't have got that close to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just thinking, because I'm the same way. Like I'm radio moving around, and I'm not thinking. I'm just thinking I'm regular. Popularity start getting a little bit more jury heavy, but you still feeling comfortable because ain't nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When that happened, I was like, you know what? Maybe I need to start having somebody with me when I know I'm going somewhere and it's going to be a mass amount of people. Yeah. So I didn't have them with me like every day, but if I knew I was going to a big event or somewhere where I had to look like Infamous, like put the kid on and everything, I had somebody come through.
Maybe I feel like I'm just, I ain't like not untouchable, not that, but I don't know why, bro.
I get the feeling, bro. Like, trust me, it took me a long time to even listen. When you in Atlanta, I'm just gonna say in Atlanta, when you popping in Atlanta, it doesn't matter if you popping anywhere else. Long as you popping here, you walk around with that. Like when you walk into an area, it's like yo, everybody on you, and that kind of energy. Like I was telling him because he didn't used to be on camera until we started doing this, and I'm like, yo, bro, when somebody come up to you, don't be mad or don't feel away because they're watching you. So they're like, yo, Wolf, I watch you. But if you're not used to that, you may be like, yo,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And it'd be situations where people look and don't say nothing. Yeah, and I don't know what type of time they on.
Right.
Like this one time I was in Miami, bro. I had took shrooms and I was in this lounge. I'm paranoid in the motherfuckers. Like I'm looking around and I keep seeing these dreadhead niggas keep looking at me, bro. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck these niggas on? It really like these niggas plotting to rob me or something. Right. So I'm like, all right, bro, I'm gonna let 30 minutes go by. These motherfuckers keep looking, bro. I'm finna go say something, bro, because I didn't know what type of time you on, bro. Right. So I walk up to these niggas, I'm like, I said, where y'all niggas? I just kept it light. I was like, where y'all niggas from? He's like, oh, shit, we from Orlando, bro. He's like, hey, but we fuck with you, boy. You got them hoes over there and shit, like, woo, man. Like, I was like, oh, damn, slow down, my nigga, shit, cool. I thought y'all was some other shit.
Yeah, it do be like that, too.
Yeah, they was Zoes and everything, so like, man, cool. I've been kicking this nigga ever since, right? Man. That's a good nigga.
Yeah, but that's good. That's cool because sometimes you don't know what people time on.
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying? But a lot of the times it do be sometimes that love. Like, they'll be looking at you like, damn, that's homeboy.
Yeah, sometimes they be real street niggas. They ain't finished approaching niggas. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. But shit, I don't like niggas just staring from afar, bro. Nah. I ain't tripping though. But I'm eventually get security because like when I be in motherfucking, like let's say for instance a lure, I can't even go in the lure and enjoy myself, bro. Because like motherfuckers, even the strippers, they be in my motherfucking ear. Oh yeah, niggas might just walk up to the section like, yeah, bro, woo woo, man, get to start talking to me for like 5 minutes. Like, bro, I came here to throw money, and touch some
enjoy
ass,
myself,
which is cool. I understand. Like, this might be the only opportunity to goddamn say something to a nigga. Cool,
right?
But like, let me control it by having security, like stopping niggas. Like, hey, you want to talk to this nigga? All right, come on.
All right.
You know what I mean? So it'll get to that point.
Yeah, you about to get there, brother. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get there, brother. Trust me. And it's gonna be the best thing that after you start doing it, you're gonna feel way better. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? Because I was the same way, bro. For the longest, Alex used to be like, yo, man, you need to just, you popular like a motherfucker here. You need to get somebody with you just because, I just got a new car, just the shiny stuff, the material shit. So, yeah, Billy D, you good?
Yes, sir.
Over there stoned, ain't you?
A little bit. Smoke break.
Smoking that wolf pack, man.
Smoke break.
Can we get a motherfucking moment of silence?
Well, you got a
for
cigar.
This small chronic break?
Go ahead, hit that stogie. It's all G. Nigga, we do need to get another lighter. I mean, yo, passing that motherfucker
shit.
Huh?
Told you we got big ass podcast and one lighter.
Nah, that's all good. We need a lighter endorsement or something.
So look, man, what's the next steps, man? Like, you know, you got the got that podcast shit on Smash, got IG on Smash, man. What's next? What can we expect, man? Shout out the clothing brand, the website, shout everything out, man. All the social media handles.
Well, what you about to expect, bro? You know that nigga damn Brazilian?
Yeah.
I'll be the black version of that nigga.
I like that vision.
No cap. I'm finna get that vision. Yeah. I'm doing some of my
I was just in LA, and the house we did a photo shoot out, we could see Dan Blazarian's house in Bel Air. Yeah. That mansion that he had in Bel Air.
That's the only motivation I need right there. But yeah, I'm gonna be the black version of him. Like when it comes to like the branding and marketing, I want that image. And I be telling women that like, yo, this is my plan. So if you don't see yourself goddamn dealing with a nigga like that, then please, this is save us the trouble and time. Because that is what I'm doing. I don't want love. I don't want a relationship. I want bitches. That's what I want. I want women around me, and that's just the brand. That's what I'm promoting. So
when is the Finessers Only Club retreat? When is that happening?
Yeah,
when is that happening?
It's gonna happen soon, like probably this summer though. Like I'm because I don't got my passport yet, so I gotta do like some local shit, like Miami and some shit.
That retreat is going to be nuts.
Cameras out. Yeah.
We'll bring the weed.
Out,
we'll
buns
bring the weed.
out.
We'll bring the weed.
Huh? No, I know. I'm saying, but you know,
He just going for the weed and the music.
nah, but she'd come too though.
We gonna give him the DJ.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, my wife likes some nice butt. It's cool.
That was
yeah.
up.
You know what I'm saying? Like when we go to strip club, she picks the dancers.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That was up. That's what I do.
Get the fattest ass with the smallest waist. Make sure you know. I let her go get it.
Yeah, I just gotta turn up a notch. I gotta keep wowing people. Like,
yo,
what this nigga gonna do next?
Yeah,
like that's what I'm on.
And I'm telling you, bro, the lane that you in, genius. Straight up.
I love when you say that shit.
You feel me? Now, so man, give out your socials, man. Just, I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody know it, but just for those who don't know, give out your social media.
Well,
handle.
my shit blocked right now. It's probably gonna be.
It'll be back.
It'll be back. It'll be back.
Yeah.
So Finessers Only Club on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. You can find me Rich and Unemployed. Shit, you can find me in these streets too, man. I'm out here.
What's the merch website?
Oh, www.richunemployed.net. Man, I got a lot of people been asking me about them turbans. They on the way. I got these hoodie sets. They on there. Shit, I'm about to make like $250,000 a month.
Woo, talk your shit.
Yeah, bro. It's like shit.
I'm extra large. He said he was a large.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I don't know what. I mean, he said he
No.
was a large.
I was high that episode.
That was last episode.
I was high that episode. I'm
said
extra
you was a
large.
large.
Oh, yeah, extra large. XL.
I mean, but in 3 months, you know what I'm saying? I'm
You'll
gonna
be a large.
there.
So I'm on the way, boy. We gotta slim that shit down.
Yeah, I'm in the gym, bro.
Yeah.
I'm in the gym. I got a tour coming up. I got to look good. You know, DJ Faluda going on tour with Janet Jackson.
He said he was a high large.
Yo, niggas tell me I look like Luda every day. I swear to God, every day somebody approaches me like, hey, you like Ludacris. I'm like, no, the fuck I don't, man.
Well, y'all don't.
That's what I'm
y'all
saying.
Two different colors.
That's what I'm saying. So you around
His
this
face
motherfucker
long,
every day.
huh?
You around a nigga every day, probably. You know what I'm
They
saying?
ain't got the same ears at
I ain't
all.
got the. Yeah, I ain't got
man.
the. Yo, shout out to Chris, but yeah,
He
bro.
said he was a high large though, Jose.
Oh, the my last episode.
Can you give me
I was high, man.
large?
I told y'all what happens when I get.
Can you give out our merch website, bro?
Yes, make sure you see this merch right here. And we got hats, we got lighters, we got cups.
What's the website?
The website is smokewithmemerch.com. Smokewithmemerch.com. Yo, that's crazy. We sell lighters, but we ain't got no
They sold
lighters.
out. Shit.
Hey man, it was Chinese New Year, bro. Don't blast me. Like
Yeah,
that.
listen, I was trying to order some shit. They talking about January 30th. I'm like, bitch, I can't wait.
Right.
Shit now. God damn it.
All orders February 1st, man. Come on,
that
Chinese
shit
New Year,
crazy.
man. Get you know, business people know that.
Yes. You know what it is? Another edition of the Smoke With Me podcast, man. Your boy DJ Infamous. I'm high as shit. And my co-host, the light-skinned Billy D. Williams. Go.
The real Wolf of Weed Street, man. Back on the block, no re-rock.
Back on the block, no re-rock. That's all.
We out.